Hi guys! I'm so excited to share with you this new watch that I got. So I saw this Baltony W10 watch on Gary's I Like Watches channel, and at that time it was still called Poing. So I put it on my wish list so I could wait for a sale, but I kept looking at it and I kept bothering other people, asking them like, what do you think? You think I should get it? And so I ended up buying it immediately without waiting for a sale. And so here we are. It didn't come in some fancy box, just this nylon case. It came with a nylon strap, which is pretty okay quality, nothing special, a cleaning cloth, a spring bar tool, and an extra black leather strap, which smelled strongly of rubber at first, but the smell disappeared after a few days. This Baltony watch is based on the W10 design, which was used for the Royal Air Force sometime in the 60s and 70s. Similar to the Flieger watches in 1940s Germany, it wasn't just one brand manufacturing the W10. Brands like Hamilton, CWC, and Smiths were producing the W10 for the Ministry of Defense. The broad arrow here signifies that it's the property of the British government. You can see that the broad arrow is also used in the Omega Seamaster 007 edition for James Bond. This particular Baltony W10 watch I got from AliExpress. It's not an exact one-to-one copy of anything. It seems more like a combination of the Smiths W10 dial and the Hamilton khaki field mechanical case. But before we get into it, I have one request. If, after watching this review, you want to get one for yourself, consider using the affiliate link in the description below. AliExpress will be giving me a commission when you buy anything using my link. By using the affiliate link, you're supporting the channel at no extra cost to you. Now moving on to the specs. It has a case diameter of a little over 35 millimeters, lug to lug of 43 millimeters, case thickness of 11 millimeters, and a lug width of 18 millimeters. It has a boxy domed sapphire crystal, no anti-reflective coating. The dial itself is matte black, and the minute track and hour markers are just printed on. It doesn't mention in the listing what kind of loom they use, but the hour markers and the hour and minute hands are loomed. The case is made with stainless steel, which has a sandblasted finish, similar to the Hamilton khaki field mechanical. The hardware on the nylon strap and the leather strap also has a similar sandblasted finish. It's powered by the Seiko NH35, which is a known reliable movement in this price point. It hacks and it hand winds. It has a screw-down crown, which I guess is part of the reason why it has 100 meters water resistance. For the review portion, I'll share with you the good and the bad. First, let's go over the positives. 35 millimeters is a great size, and you don't get that very often on AliExpress. You'd have to pay much more for other brands. Here's how it looks on my 6 1/4 inch wrist. The size is also close to the vintage ones at around 35 millimeters. It's thick at 11 millimeters, but it doesn't feel like 11 millimeters. Mainly because of how slim it looks on the side. Most of the thickness is due to the domed crystal and the case back. It's good that they use a Seiko NH35, which is a known reliable movement. Right now, the Baltony brand seems to be new on AliExpress, and there's not a lot of experience from the watch community with this brand. By using the NH35 movement, it gives us a peace of mind. The loom was very good on this watch. While not as strong as the Spinnaker Cahill, it's still good and bright, especially with the hour markers and the minute hands. After half an hour, I can still see the loom in the dark. But it's not as bright anymore, but it's still legible without me having to squint and strain my eyes. Next, let's go over the negatives. These are things that don't necessarily bother me, but I think these are just things you have to watch out for. Because it uses the Seiko NH35 movement, there's a ghost state position. I don't really mind it, but I know there are people who do mind it. The white border on the hands make it look kind of plasticky. It would have been better if it was left metallic. The lack of information or branding on it in the front and at the back kind of bothers some people. Often we see watches having some information like the model number, serial number, water resistance rating at the case back. However, I don't really mind this much because the case back isn't something I often see, especially when it's on a nylon strap. Now this one really bothers me. The most annoying part about this watch is the lack of AR coating. Previously, watches with no AR coating haven't bothered me, and I guess understandably, it's not a priority given the price point. However, with this one, because of the black dial and how the crystal is domed, I always see first my own reflection before I see the time. So those are my thoughts on the Baltony W10 watch. Overall, I love it. It looks great on a bunch of different straps and it wears nicely on me. I think it's a great budget watch for both men and women alike. Thanks for watching today's video. If you have any questions about this Baltony W10 watch, let me know in the comment section. If you'd like to see more of my videos, check these out.